Hello everyone, and welcome to the fourth webinar in our Partnering with Nonius series. To those of you that don't know me, my name is Tony Tizard, Head of Business Development at Nonius, and I will be your host today. Today's webinar is all about the excellent TV solutions we have for you, the reseller channel. We have TV solutions for you for any screen, anywhere, in any vertical. On today's webinar, I'm delighted to be joined by Pedro da Silva, who's just popped up on screen there, who is an expert on the subject matter and will be happy to help me take you through the solutions. At the end of the session, there'll be an opportunity for you to ask questions and have them answered live during the session. More personal questions can be raised at any time after the event if they're not suitable for public discussion. In today's presentation, I'll be giving you an overview of what the platform is, where you can use it. Then Pedro will talk about architecture and features. I will resume the presentation to talk about the partner program. So what is Nonius TV? Well, Nonius TV is a portfolio of products available in 3 different flavors: Nonius TV Cloud, Nonius TV IP, Nonius On-Prem, and Nonius TV RF. The Nonius TV platforms are designed by the Nonius team in Portugal and are designed to allow you to manage screens, manage content, and control any screen on any network, almost anywhere. Nonius have solutions deployed in over 300,000 rooms, often via the partner network. Nonius TV solutions are available in white label for you, the reseller community, so you can decide if you conceal the Nonius name to protect your own USPs or benefit from the global name and scale we can bring you when you use the Nonius name. What markets does it fit? Well, the honest answer here is everywhere. Anywhere you need distributed TV services, from a residential high-end tower block in London through to one of the many Hard Rock hotel and casinos worldwide, for example. We have TV solutions in most markets. Many elderly care establishments or hospitals also want to deliver the hotel experience. Using the cloud means you can offer a branded experience at a low initial cost. So for example, smaller properties with a lower amount of rooms still makes the Nonius Cloud TV viable. For example, Airbnbs, where traditionally a hardware-heavy TV system would have been out of reach for them. To give you context of what we're trying to achieve and what partners we are looking for, because some of you are existing partners, some of you are considering joining the program, you should know that actually the Nonius Group has had reselling partners from the very beginning of the company in 2005. And it counts on such partnerships to reach market segments, geographies, and client profiles that are not in the scope of the company to work with as a direct sales channel. With this and other initiatives, we're looking to partner with companies that can resell and add value to our platform. Our typical platform partners are companies that excel in providing converged network services to market, companies that can add the layer of service to our products and build with us the right solution to a business case. We will train you in our platform, but we'll look to have your commitment to have people trained from your side. We expect you to be able to do first line and any field support required. That's the type of services that you can add on top. You can use our brand or rebrand when you see it brings you value. About the Nonius value proposition. We're convinced that you will get from us a product we strongly believe is the most robust, cost-effective, suitable for any infrastructure and with the most integrations available for your chosen market segment. So whether that's PMS in hotels, BMS in many other buildings, hospital information systems, CRS, room control or automation. The solution is robust on the cloud software and any enterprise hardware we make available to you. There's no CapEx in SaaS models and very competitive pricing per screen per month. You only pay for the modules you need for your client. We will help you to fine-tune your offer to get the most efficient pricing for every use case. You'll be benefiting from the scale that Nonius has and the efficiency that comes with that volume and experience that we have. Now we've run through all of that, I'll pass you over to Pedro, who will show you some specifics on the portfolio and a brief demo. Pedro, over to you.
Hello, everyone. So let's talk about this amazing product that is Nonius TV. It's important to mention that Nonius TV is multi-platform. This means that if your client have a good deal with Samsung today, and after 5 years they want to reverse the hotel and they want to buy LGs, they can do it. And we can have a mix of TVs delivering exactly the same experience to the end user. For those properties that doesn't have hospitality TVs, we are able to deploy it using LG set-top boxes, especially where we have encrypted channels, as well our Nonius set-top box. We have, like Antonio already said, we have the on-premises solution, but we have also the cloud TV system that is applied where a good bandwidth from internet is available, and there is no need for local hardware in the property. Here, not only we have the ability to have this on cloud, but also we can have group management. So the property can have a marketing manager that will handle this property, but we can have a group manager that will handle all the properties. This allows us to have a centralized management. Is really cost effective because the deployment is really easy and gives us the freedom to don't manage and don't maintain any hardware on data center. Regarding customization, Nonius TV is able to meet all the brand design customization. This is a review opportunity for our partners that can resell the customization. It's quite often for the clients to request it, since there is a big turnover especially in the hospitality segment, and it's quite often to update the features on the TVs. It's quite often to update the restaurant menu, the bars menus, the facilities information, working time, etc. So this is a revenue opportunity to resell the content and the customizations. We will help you in any needs and will train you to meet all the requirements on the design or the configuration on the system. Our Nonius TV system has a really good particularity that is the customization per point, meaning that we are able to, inside in one property, with only one management system, have different subsystems. So we may have a room with a grid layout with a really deluxe look, everything golden, but there in another room we are able to present a list layout with a vertical menu. Imagine that we want to deploy the system in the resort, and we have different segments for corporate, for villas, for the main building, and we can even have one entire floor with a horizontal menu and everything blue. For this, I want to transmit that we are able to make customizations on design, backgrounds, system menus, content features. Even we are able to allow the room service only in a part of the property. Okay, so we are able to customize the welcome message, channels, playlist, the property information, making everything different for each room if needed. happens sometimes that one property have two different buildings with two different brandings, and we are able to deploy this using only this system. Then connectivity. For the connectivity, Nonius Systems is able to work perfectly in standalone. So Nonius TV can work standalone, but it connects to all the other Nonius products, making not a guest journey, but a high technology guest journey. From the pre-check-in until the checkout, the client is followed by the marketing team, by the products that integrate it. And for example, if a client arrives to the hotel and this client requests the Wi-Fi credentials, they will be automatically paired because we get the MAC address from the device and the room number. They will be automatically paired with a CAS solution. This is an example for the hotel, but it can work in any other markets. So what happened here is that the client connects to our Wi-Fi captive portal that gets the MAC address and the room number. It relates the information and gets ready for the client to cast their own contents arriving to the room. No need for pairing, no need for friction. It just happens automatically. Another example is to use the mobile app to control the TV. Also, another connectivity that helped us a lot during this pandemic stage, where persons want to use the minimal objects in the room. Still on connectivity, we have an integration team that help us to integrate with PMSs, POS, hospital systems, and even CRMs if needed. So we can collect data, we can send data as well to the system. So imagine that in a cruise ship, there is a crew that half of the crew is Spanish and the other half of the crew is British. So from the UK persons, the system will be completely automatically in English because we collect the information from the system, and from the Spanish crew, everything will be in Spanish automatically because we have all these guests information. So we can greet the user in the system by knowing that he arrived to the property, and we can make this bi-directional communication even from cross-selling and charging on a PMS or in a point of sale. Our management system is easy to deploy and easy to maintain. Is friendly. Have a friendly user interface. We work hard to make this intuitive to customize. We have a device management and status. We can set up profiles and different credentials for these profiles. So imagine that the IT manager for the property needs to know what are the MAC addresses, what are the IPs, what are the status of the devices, needs to reboot the devices, needs to troubleshoot it. But the marketing team that needs to update the restaurant menus or the facilities information doesn't need to have this information. So we are able to create different profiles with different accesses, making easy to use for each segment on the of your clients. We have the systems monetization. We can have a report system that allow us to see which TVs are connected, which are not, what are the channels that are being watching. There are really low technical requirements. This is a frequent updated system because we have everything in-house developed. So every month we work on clients and partners' feedback. So we develop everything based on this, on feedback, and we try always to deliver new features, new corrections, new updates for each month. Then on analytics and statistics, we are able to provide to your clients and even to you the access to our Nonius dashboard that allow us to see, for example, what are the most viewed TV channels, what are the most used features, what was the top video on demand cross sales. So here, imagine that your client will request you to place a spa promotion, and the feedback from the end user is not so responsive. So maybe it's better for us to take out the spa promotion for a menu and place it in the main menu. Okay, so we can analyze and then we can understand this information based on the guest usage. Then on integrations, as I explained, Nonius TV system can work standalone perfectly. It can integrate with all other Nonius products, but there is an open API. This open API allows us to integrate with the lighting control, curtains control, door locks, other third-party systems. Even a third-party Wi-Fi CATI portal to make this automatic pairing system for the cast, as I explained. This is a really mature product. It is placed in more than 84,000 rooms, and this number is growing. Then, as explained by Anthony in the beginning as well, there is 3 segments on this product. So we have the RF, non-use RF, that is basically target for budget properties, where the coax infrastructure is in place, and there is no need for integrations. So it is customized. There is an engaging. There is possible to present an engaging system, but no integrations with PMS, POS, CRMs, and it works on coax. Then we have a cloud system, works over IP, totally customizable, supports the integrations, no data center equipment is needed, and it only needs to have a good bandwidth to be deployed into your clients. Then we have exactly the same solution than cloud, but on premises. This is target for cruise ships, for high-end hotels and properties that are required by security, the on-premises servers, and it can work over Ethernet or Wi-Fi and supports all the integration scenarios. Now, regarding features, let's jump to a live demonstration. This is a content demonstration. Here I'm presenting a slide menu, horizontal slide menu with a video. Okay, this is total customizable, not only on layout, but also on menu structure. So here we have the TV. The TV end users will use it exactly as at home. We have even the possibility to deploy it with the electronic program guide, and we are able to navigate it. Even if pressed the numbers in the remote control, we can go directly to the channel. Then we have the movies. Movies is a business opportunity that allows us to offer the property the 2 business cases. So we can offer this as a revenue share, where the property will have no costs associated, and for each movie that is sold to the end user, the property will get a percentage of this. The other percentage is for the Hollywood studios that provides the videos. In the another scenario, we are able to present this free to the end user, but the property have a fixed fee per room per month. The YouTube app is exactly as we use at home. This will open the platform platform feature. The radio exactly as on the TV. We have the channels. Even this menu is customized. Okay, we can even add a preview here for the channels and for the for the radios, and even the scenario for playing is customized, and we can change all of this. The Media Center offers us the opportunity to upload high quality videos and place these by categories. So we can place here with the property group. Here we can present the property and some videos from the property, placing these in a full screen high quality videos. Example for the facilities or for the events. We are even able to place this as city events or outside events. So this will be something that your client will decide and you will help him to customize. Then, because we remove all the native apps from the TV for security and for control, we developed it ourselves, like the sleep control, the USB source switching, HMI, etc. Again, this is only a proposal structure, and normally we discuss this with a client and we configure this regarding the requirements that are needed. So in connect your devices, this is normally used by as an explanation to the end user. So how to access to the mobile app, how to download it. Okay, this is communication, how to proceed. So how to connect to the Wi-Fi. So we can have this engaging image that can be translated in several languages. How to cast to the TV. How to access to the Bluetooth. As you can see, I'm showing different layouts, so there are different options to customize. The same for HMI and USB. Then this is really this demands a really engaging process with the end user. So because TVs are really big nowadays and have a really good quality, we are working hard to demand with a good media delivery. So we have a design team, and we can train you and we can share our tools to deliver to the guests this type of content. During pandemic, this was really required by our guests, by our clients, because this will allow them to their guests or their users to spend less time in the restaurant because they know what they want to eat and what they want to consume because they have access on this on the room. And we can even have cross-selling, like explaining on the integration connection. So imagine that I want to eat a Caesar salad, I want to buy a salad, and because I'm eating a salad, maybe I deserve a dessert with chocolate. Maybe this cream here, let's buy, and I have access here to my shopping cart. This shopping cart can be communicated to the property in 3 ways. It can be by email. It can send an email for multiple destinies. It can go to the reception and to the restaurant. We can print a ticket in the kitchen as well as a second option. We can charge this directly in the PMS, for example, or we can send this to the POS. Okay, so the end user just will confirm yes, and this will go through the communication, through the selected communication for one or for all of the options that I just named. Then this is an example from the hotel. Please remember that this can be applied anywhere because this is fully customized. But in the hotel, imagine that we have the facilities, and facilities may be promoted as a video or even a text or a big engaging image. Example from the gym, from the store, We can even place the QR codes leading us to the shop menu, the swimming pool. This is really a demand, really rich content, really engaging content to the end user, or the meeting rooms. And again, we can deploy. Imagine that we have the meeting rooms available only in a part of the property. We are able to show this menu here only in this part of the property, okay? So we are able to have different subsystems if necessary. Then the hotel info comes to replace the old hotel directory, A to Z directory, and this is customized by category. We can use image, we can use icons, and we can set up the categories like transport, security, children, and put the information inside of these categories instead of using A to Z directory. The events. We are able to promote events and even book it, being inside of the property or outside. Imagine an hotel that have a partnership with a museum. We can book it, and we can even control the number of seats that are being booked. Okay, if we have a limit, we can control this threshold. Or even imagine that is a cruise ship that has a partnership with a excursion program. We can also place it here. And if it is a ship, we need to plan this to show up only in the week that the cruise ship is in this place of the excursion. Okay, so we are able to plan the events and make them to appear only on the week or in the day or in the time of the day that we want. This is scheduling. Then the telephone can be something simple, like please press 9 to call the reception, or it can be more complete, like our mobile app or our guest phone that is able to call the reception, make international calls, and this is quite good because non-European guests are paying for roaming, and having free calls in the hotel is quite good for them. Regarding the city, we are able to promote the city attractions. We have a database for this, so we are able to provide you this and for you to get a revenue on the content management. This will come with the text, image, address, and even GPS coordinates. The GPS position makes us possible to present the map. Where are the locations? Here, the end user can understand how far they are from the attractions for the property, as well how far they are from each attraction. Here, the guest can use the remote control to move up, down, right, left, and even make zoom. Then we have the normal use cases for the weather, the customized by city, the news that are automatically updated by language and by source. So if it is a Spanish user that is using this, we can get this information for the system and we present everything in Spanish and the news from Spain. If it is a German guest or a German patient that is in the hospital, we can present this in German and the news from Germany. Then we are able to present several time zones as well as information apps, and we are able to present also the flights. This feature these features are growing every month for each release. So we keep our presentation with all the features updated for each 6 months. Then inside of the room, again, we are able to cross-sell here for amenities. So this cannot be used only for the room service. we are able to set up an alarm clock. And here in the alarm clock and in all the end user configurations, please note that we clean everything on when the user exits the system. So the next user that will come in the next day will not wake up at 5 a.m. just because the previous guest did it. We have the guest survey that allow us to have ISO 9001 compliant, but it can also help us to make a threshold on the answers. Imagine that this is a really important question for the general manager, and the user just reply 1 star to this evaluation. So imagine that we are in a hotel, and this is really important. So the guest can leave the hotel and make some bad review in the TripAdvisor. Okay, so we can prevent this guest to become a detractor, because we can set a threshold to be notified for this question to notify the general manager if the client replies only 1 or 2 or even 3 stars. Okay, this is configurable, and so the general manager can talk with the guest and demote for him to make this evaluation outside of the property. So we can raise these as stars, yes, no, and we can even write our own answers to the questionnaire. We are able to present the bill and even to make automatically checkout if the integrated systems allow us to do this. If it is possible to hold the credit card from the user, we are able to charge directly and prevent the user to go to the reception. The message, we have several types of message. We have the welcome message that will send the greetings in the first time the user use the system. We have boot message that allow us to present a logo, fade in and fade out for the property. For example, this will boot every time the user turns on the TV. This was quite useful now during pandemic to pass the message, please keep the social distance, please wash your hands, etc. And we have even alert message that will pop up. Imagine that you want to present a promotion or an important notice to the end user. Your client is able to send it via the integrated system or via our backend system. Then the room control. We are able to do this with our mobile app as well with our TV. So we can control the blinders, we can control the ambient lights, we can even control the air conditioner. We are already integrated with several RSUs, and like I said before, we are constantly improving the system. Each month we have new integrations, new features, new corrections, and new customizations. Then everything is translated, automatically translated for the end user. So it's possible to configure everything in the backend in more than 20 languages currently. We even support Japanese and Chinese. This will translate everything on the backend, even for image. We can upload different image with different texts.
So ultimately, how to become a platform partner. So basically, if you discuss regional opportunities to partner with Nonius, and that's info@noniussoftware.com, you would then sign an NDA, you would negotiate and sign a partner agreement with us, you'd invest in partner demo equipment, we would get you trained on that equipment, okay, so you understand how to use it and obviously sell it. You would start specifying to your customers and selling the solutions, and then you can enjoy the rest of the benefits of the partner program. Okay, so on pricing, okay, I've divided this into 2 areas. We talk about cloud TV and the on-premise solution. So that covers both the RF and the Nonius IP TV. Okay, the pricing models vary depending on the solution chosen. However, we've tried to make it as simple as possible for you to resell. Cloud TV includes zero hardware. You provide it all. We simply make a setup charge for the cloud account and the site setup. The cost varies depending on whether you need some integrations or a very simple deployment with no integrations. Then a modest charge per screen per month for your clients with tier 1 support. Typically, you support your clients with tier 1 support. We support you behind the scenes, best endeavor. If you would like the comfort of having a 24/7 support with us, we can offer this as an option. For on-prem solutions, we offer the hardware, the initial software license, initial setup, which varies on cost depending on features chosen, whether you want PMS, video on demand, etc. We've got many certified Nonius TV partners across the world. Okay, rather than giving you a list of who's selling what, I just wanted to demonstrate the verticals to you here. Okay, so we've got some specialized partners here working in transport, education, enterprise and small medium business, sports arenas, retail, and of course, hospitality. All of our certified partners get access to our partner portal to gain access to solution knowledge, resources, and tools. This area is for partners only, meaning you remain the specialists and add a layer of value to your customers. The end users do not have access to this website. Certified partners can be assured of the highest quality support. Nonius is not here, gone tomorrow, and has an extremely high customer retention rate. So it's important that we give you adequate support to support your customers. This slide shows some of the methods of support we offer you, be it email, web, telephone, with quick and efficient response, or with access to solution specialist consultancy. Throughout your partnership, we'll offer continued training and development. Okay, so during the session, there were a few questions popping up. We'll now answer those questions live for you. If you don't see a reply to your question, we aren't ignoring you and we'll come back to you after the webinar. So for the first question, okay, where I've disappeared from the session and rejoined, some of the questions have gone. But Pedro, I did see one pop up in the session that said, for the cloud TV solution, where do we host the instances? Where are our servers?
So currently we have two locations. We are able to deploy it in anywhere in the world, but we have an instance server in the US and another in Europe. One for cover the Europe and another to cover the United States. We are deploying now also one for Africa, okay? But we have these two deployed.
Great, thank you. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'll probably take this next one. Okay, it says, how is Netflix supported? Okay, so yeah, great question. I think, look, Netflix really is, for a certified Netflix installation, that really depends on the TV vendor, okay? However, in Nonius on-prem or IP, as we're calling it, or Nonius cloud solutions, we are fully integrated with the Nonius hub, and we can provide the PMS check-in and check-out and help you meet the other, let's say, the other terms and conditions of Netflix. So currently, we're able to support Netflix, certainly on an LG, certainly on Philips. Not quite sure Samsung's there yet. Is that right, Pedro?
Sorry.
So we've got
I didn't understand. It's failing a little bit.
That's all right. Okay, so look, I basically said for Netflix support, we've currently got official support for LG and Philips, haven't we?
Yes, correctly.
Yeah.
In these specific platforms.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so look, another question here. Does your system support streaming live TV channels on smart devices? Is that a question you can answer, Pedro?
Yeah, we are actually deploying this for a client in Netherlands, where we have a streaming in a tablet. okay, using the Nonius TV in a tablet and streaming the live TV channels.
Okay, cool. Another good one here, a bit more salesy questions. So I'll take that. It says, what is the minimum number of rooms for cloud TV? Okay, so I would answer that as such. There isn't a minimum number of rooms. Okay, on the charging, the initial cost may prohibit the room count. Okay, so if it's a very small number of rooms, then you may find that the initial setup fee does get in the way of that. But I'm happy to look at you with help you with any proposal, and we'll see if it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So for the next questions, how do I decide on what type to use: on-premise RF or IP, cloud or on-prem? Okay, and I'll take that, Pedro. But I think Pedro basically tried to show this in a sort of choice of, let's say, functionality, feature, or network. So, if you only have RF and coax and you don't want to extend to maybe a DOCSIS solution where you convert that network, then the RF solution, so Nonius TV RF, is a very good proposition. So it's a single server that goes in at the head end, and it offers an interactive solution on almost any TV, okay, subject to it having MHEG support in its tuner. And we can always test that with you before deployment. And then when we come to cloud, I think it's been clear, if you've got a smaller amount of integrations or you don't require VOD, video on demand, then cloud is a great proposition, okay? Typically, some properties demand extra security or deemed extra security, so healthcare or ships where bandwidth is a concern. And then I think the on-prem solution is great, okay? Okay, you've got two more here, Pedro, maybe one for you. Are you able to provide regional content such as DSTV on the cloud TV?
So this will depend on the feed that we'll have. We are able to show to present OTT. So if we have the feed to do this, we can configure this on the cloud TV.
Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? So look, the TV content itself is traditionally delivered locally, and of course the cloud TV mixes with that in a sort of browser environment over the top.
Exactly.
And it mixes. Yeah, great. Okay, so one more then. Does Nonius hardware support Miracast and AirPlay? That's a question from Robert Chong, Mr. Chong. I'll take that. Okay, so look, Robert, we really are hardware agnostic, I would say. So yes, we have a set-top box, okay? Typically, I don't think that does support Miracast and AirPlay on board, does it, Pedro?
No, but we are able to using our CAS solution, not on the TV, we are able to control the Apple TV's boxes to support AirPlay. And even some TVs have Miracast, and for these TVs, we are able to deliver this.
Yeah. Okay. So that was where I was going to go. Okay. So on the TV, of course, we hook in, and certainly with Nonius Cloud TV and on-prem TV, we have the hooks to link into the APIs on each of the manufacturer's TV. And if there is Miracast or AirPlay or Chromecast provided, then we'll happily link in. I would also say on the RF solution, if the TV manufacturer has deployed the API correctly, then we may also be able to link and switch to those sources from Nonius TV RF. Okay.
Sorry, Anthony. For the DSTV, I don't know if it was clear. As regional content, we can supply for any operator. We have our own head end, and we can receive the operator cams. So we can even work on their encryption.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that clarification. There is one, I think it looks like there's one last question here. So if anyone's got any more questions, please let me know. Says here, does Nonius also support Disney Plus? Okay, so look, I'll take that one again. And I think where I've basically said we are happy to support any third-party application, okay, if it's native in the TV and if it's licensed in the region of choice, okay, then we are happy to link to it. I guess that's able. So another one popping up here about Airtime. Okay, so Airtime is a VOD application in the market. Again, it's a third-party app. We are happy to link to it, okay? So provided that it runs on your choice of hardware, and we do as well, then we've got no problem linking to it, okay?